So listen, just got back from the bank. I had some shit to do today, and I checked on my Twitter, and guess what I found out? World of Warcraft is apparently getting married because they said save the date. And there's a number of dates that we have to save here, and there's a lot of dates that we got to talk about. Now, obviously, WoW has been it's been down in the dumps. It's been there's been some problems with WoW. There's been a lot of people out there who have been not happy about it, myself included. Well, guess what? This could probably be different, but it might not be. So Blizzard, basically, they came out with a really big post today, and they're talking about how the whole thing, like upcoming World of Warcraft mobile game, just like everything, they're basically revamping the whole Warcraft universe. And I feel like this is something that's, in my opinion, like long overdue, because like there's a real like lack of continuity between like what's going on in Hearthstone and what's going on in WoW. And also, like, we all know that they're announcing, or they already did announce, that there's going to be some mobile projects for World of Warcraft. Now, I know there's some people that might be upset about this. People might not like it. I actually am happy to see this. I'm glad that they are adding in a mobile game for WoW. That is another gateway to get people involved with the universe. That's another gateway to get people involved with the community. And I don't think that mobile games are necessarily bad. Like, if they had a tower defense or something like that game, like, imagine, like, Warcraft 3 tower defense. You know, like the, god damn, shut this fucking tree up. I'm so tired of this piece of shit. So, what was I saying before? Yeah, the mobile game's not going to be that bad. That's what I'm really trying to get at. Mobile game's not going to, god damn, man. Like, I feel like there's somebody having sex on the roof of the treehouse. This is ridiculous. I might have to go inside. I really might have to go inside for this. This is crazy. And so, yeah, anyway, basically, the mobile game for WoW, it could actually be quite good. I have no real worries about that necessarily. Is it going to be pay to win? I mean, let's say it is. Well, then it's the same as World of Warcraft, so what's the fucking difference? We're already in it. So listen, I'm fine with mobile games. I'm all for it. I think it's a good idea for Blizzard to do. Obviously, I think that whenever you think of a Warcraft mobile, like, somebody's not going to be doing a Mythic Raid on mobile, on a phone, right? That's not going to happen. This is going to be a completely separate thing. It might be, I don't know, maybe like pet battles on their phone or something like that. That would be cool. But other than that, I mean, shit, it's probably going to be a completely different game. That's what I'm really trying to get at. So I think that's good. I do. I genuinely think that a Warcraft mobile game would be good. And I know people might get upset about that, but I feel the same way about it as I feel with Diablo Immortal. I'm excited maybe to see what Diablo Immortal was going to have. I think it'll be cool. That doesn't mean that I necessarily like I think the reason why people were unhappy with Diablo Immortal is because of the fact, god damn, fucking stop, is because of the fact that it wasn't Diablo 4. Like, what they should have done is they should have done what Elder Scrolls did, is just announce Diablo Immortal at the same time as Diablo 4, everybody be fucking happy. So again, mobile games are not bad. Bad mobile games are bad. So anyway, let's move on past that. So obviously they're announcing a mobile game, and this is like, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 million things they got to talk about here. Now, there's also, this is happening on March 15th. I don't really give a fuck about this because I'm not a big fan of Hearthstone. I think that the only good thing that we get out of Hearthstone is like some different type of art about the WoW characters. Like, I think that's cool. You know, you get the new Medivh art, you get the new art for like the dragons, etc. It's the same reason why like Heroes of the Storm was cool, is that you got all those like really fucking hot like Jaina and like Alexstrasza armor sets, right? Like that's the main reason why Heroes of the Storm was a good game. Besides that, you know, running a little bit dry. So what I'm trying to get at here is Hearthstone is, you know, it's nice, obviously. Okay, we got Hearthstone. It is what it is. Now, they've got this thing going on here. Until then, if you want to cozy up by the fireside for the first season of Hearthstone Grandmasters, now in progress, exclusively on YouTube, you can earn a Fractured and Alterac Valley drops while watching the top players in the world compete for their shot at the playoffs, a share at the $250,000 USD prize pool, and regional invites to the 2022 World Championship. So, wow, a $250,000 prize pool. I can't believe it. Like, wow, like, Warcraft is like, they're really behind the times, man. Like, honestly, they really are. Like, remember back whenever Shroud streamed the Valorant tournaments and shit, and Shroud had like 200,000 viewers and shit? Like, you remember that? Remember how good that was for the Valorant tournaments? How many more people it got involved in the competitive scene? Like, exclusively on YouTube. What the fuck is this garbage? Like, you've got to let people, like, why are they not talking to me? Why are they not talking to Raynad? Why are they not talking to, who are some of the other, like, Kripparrian, right? Like, Kripparrian should be co-streaming this. Raynad should be co-streaming this. Rich should be co-streaming this. Preach should be co-streaming this. Yeah, you guys got him in chat, exactly. Forsen, yeah, don't tell Raynad that. But listen, all I'm really trying to say is that obviously there's a lot of people out there that if they co-stream the event, it would make it 1,000,000 times bigger and 1,000,000 times better. So that's what I'm really trying to get at, and I just feel like Blizzard. I wish I could talk to their media team and have a conversation with them, because I really think they're dropping the ball in a way that they really don't have to. They genuinely just don't have to drop the ball this way, but they are. And it's the same thing with, like, the PvP tournaments. Imagine how much bigger the PvP tournaments in WoW would be if Sea-Doo and the other top players like Peekaboo, etc., were able to watch them and co-stream them and comment on them. Like, imagine how much better that would be for the scene. Like, basically, it's like, there's no reason for this not to be the case. You know what I mean? Like, there's no reason for this not to happen. And, like, I don't really care. Also, like, I'm sure Blizzard might have a reason for it. Well, guess what, Blizzard? Your reason's fucking stupid and you don't know anything. If you did, you wouldn't have your content over on YouTube losing hundreds of thousands of, actually, let's be more realistic, millions of dollars in production costs and salaries in order to prop up a dead esport that you've killed. So you have no fucking idea what you're talking about. Go ahead and just do what you do best, Blizzard. Copy other people's good work. Take what Riot does, do it better. Let the players stream the fucking games, and everybody's going to be happy. The players are going to be happy. You're going to be happy because you can sell those stats. And on top of that, the whole league and the game is going to grow. So that's what I think they should do. I don't care about the contract. I don't care about any of that shit. I don't give a fuck. You should have made that. You can always amend it. You're Blizzard Entertainment. Amend the contracts. Change things. I think it's ridiculous, man. The game companies come second. That's Microsoft Blizzard to you. If it was Microsoft Blizzard, they'd be listening. You think Microsoft would be stupid enough to make this kind of a decision? Fuck no. There's a reason why everybody uses Windows. Like, Microsoft is a very good company. They make good decisions all the time, and they've been fucking running shit for the better part of 50 years. Yeah, they're assholes. But they know what they're doing. They know what they're doing. Mixer, hey, can't win them all, right? I mean, that Surface thing doesn't really work too well either. Like, who the fuck's going to use a Surface? It's too expensive. It's like $2,000 for what the fuck? Who's the fuck's going to spend $2,000 on? Oh wow, the keyboard's made out of felt. Gives a shit about that either. Yeah, they make some mistakes, but they also do some stuff right too. Honestly, I think that the way Microsoft has handled video games in general and gaming in general has been good, especially with this most recent, with this most recent generation. I've been very happy about it. Anyway, yeah, Game Pass is winning big. Exactly, it is. I had a Zune once. I didn't because I had self-respect. I had an iPod. So anyway, that's the first thing. Hearthstone, you know, fucking like they should just do that. Like everybody knows about that. Let's talk a little bit more about this. The Worlds of World of Warcraft, and this is the second part. This is the thing that we're really talking about. We're really thinking about. This is WoW. This is stuff that's going on in WoW and just in general. So anyway, on April 19th, the World of Warcraft development team will reveal the next expansion. We're excited to show you what we've been working on and where your adventures in Azeroth will go next. Until then, we hope you're enjoying Eternity's End. That's patch 9.2. The newest content update, final chapter in the Shadowlands saga. The heroes of Azeroth have been called forth to this intriguing new land with Zereth Mortis to thwart the Jailer's efforts and stop him from rewriting reality as we know it. Which, to be honest with you guys, I'd be fine if you wanted to rewrite reality. Hey, I welcome our new overlord, the Jailer. Please, Mr. Jailer, please rewrite reality. I'm begging you. Please do it. So let's look at the rest of this. Past week, adventures of Sepulchre, the first ones, normal and heroic. Come face to face with the jailer himself as Raid Finder and Mythic becomes available. I'm eager to see who will achieve world first. That's, yeah, hopefully somebody will kill the boss. In WoW Classic, players have gathered their strongest allies to go beyond the gates of the ancient troll city of Zul'Gurub, face the Bloodguard Hakar, and reap the rewards in the Season of Mastery. Players have also been taking on the challenges in Burning Crusade Phase 3, and make their way into Black Temple to face Illidan with his stronghold. Yeah. Okay, that's nice. Okay, next. Competition is fierce as WoW Esports celebrates 15 years this April with more seasons of epic competition ahead. Those looking to test themselves against the best players in the world, the Arena World Championship, the Dungeon Invitational are gearing up for more fast-paced action. For dungeon runners, there's MDI. Okay, so that's basically just talking about MDI and dungeons, etc. Damn, shut this fucking tree up. I'm tired of this piece of shit. I'm so fucking tired of this piece of shit. I'm gonna literally get the... Can y'all give me a minute? I'm gonna just go I'm gonna get a hammer. I'm gonna get a hammer real quick, and I'm gonna take care of this little situation with this branch here. Like, usually you use a saw to deal with a branch, man. Let me tell you something. You got a hammer, you got all you need. I'll be right back. Give me 1 sec. I thought I was gonna have a hammer, but I didn't have one. New World, yeah. We actually got some shit coming up in New World real quick, but we don't need to think about that right now. Let's focus on this. Okay, +5 wood. I mean, like, it wasn't that big of it was like maybe a tree branch like this big, maybe. It was probably about like this big. It took a few cuts to get through it, but it is what it is. So yeah, job's done. Work. So what do I think about this? What do I think about the new expansion? I feel like the new expansion is obviously going to be like Dragon Isles or something like that. I think that, like, really with Shadowlands, that they kind of have everything wrapped up, you know? Like, things are pretty much solved. Like, the jailer, I feel like, what are they going to do? Well, I think that a lot of the writers in WoW, the way that they feel about it is, like, they kind of just want to move on to the next thing. Because a lot of them probably, like, Shadowlands was made by people that are not even working at the company anymore. You know, they've got the reins of a chariot. They didn't start driving. Like, they have no fucking idea where things are going. They have no idea, like, where they're going to go or what they're supposed to do or anything like that. They don't have, like, there's, like, no grand design in their minds, right? They're just kind of trying to piece things together. Now, I think we talked a lot about the fact that the way that they've pieced things together is a joke. But the fact is that I think also they want to have some degree of ownership over their ideas, and, you know, they want to feel like they're making their own thing. So I think that really next expansion is going to be the first expansion that, like, let me make sure I'm in focus here. There we go. Next expansion, I mean, that's going to be the expansion that, like, it's like they have ownership of this, right? Like, this is, you know, they said it's Steve Denuser's baby. And people said that, and then people started wanting an abortion. But look, let's carry it to term. Let's see what's going to happen. You know what I mean? Like, let's see what's going to happen. Like, I mean, shit. Like, there's nothing I can do to stop it. I mean, I'm just going to sit back and enjoy the show. If Steve can cook up something good that's fun to watch and fun to play, then I'll be happy about it. Now, will that happen? It's hard to say, but I've got a good feeling that it'll probably be better than Shadowlands. So that's about it. No dragons, please, etc. I mean, like, here's the thing, right? Is, like, I don't really give a shit. Like, if the expansion's bad, like, who cares? I just play, like, Lost Ark or New World or Final Fantasy or something. You know what I mean? Like, it's not a big deal to me. Like, if the expansion sucks, like, it's whatever. So it's like, I don't want it to suck. Like, I really don't. Like, I want to play WoW, but it's just like, I think Blizzard, like, there's a lot of paradigms in WoW that, like, they really just kind of need to, they need to just move away from. You know, like, paradigms like 4 raid difficulties. Paradigms like every patch is a whole new game. You have like no permanence of anything that you earn in the expansions. You know, like after the expansion's over, you work through a system and then the system just never matters again. And like there's this transience of everything that exists in the game and a certain meaninglessness of it that comes with it. And I feel like that transience is what really kind of demotivates players. It's why people didn't try to clear Max back at 60. It's because they knew Burning Crusade was going to come out and replace all their gear. So why do they want to sit in Max for 40 hours a week, wiping, farming consumables, if all they need to do is wait a few months and then they're just going to replace that shit with a green anyway? So the fact is that Blizzard is just repeating their same mistake they've been making ever since Vanilla WoW, every fucking patch. And they've actually increased the frequency of this mistake from every expansion to every single patch. And this has been a problem that I've had with the game for a while. I think that a big issue with the game is the fact that you have every patch comes out and maybe some of your like mythic raid gear from the last patch is like kind of good for doing normal mode. But other than that, like heroic and mythic, etc., you're in completely new gear. You're doing everything completely new. And I just feel like the mythic gear, and I think this is also like doing the game a lot of like disservice in another way too, because it makes it to where like the gear that you get is it's so much better, and they have to like increase it by so much every time that the item levels just go up so fast. And like now they have to do like an item squish like what, every other patch or something, every other expansion. Like now, like they did one. Yeah, they did one in Legion, and then in BFA they had to do another one. So like just inside of one expansion they had to do another number squish. Like that's fucking insane. Like what are you doing? Like what are you doing? Like this is just, it's, stop the squish, you know, stop doing this, right? It's just like this happened, and yeah, it's an entire and a level squish, right? This is all in like one expansion. And so like they need to really think about like the longevity of this and like what this game is going to look like in 5 years if you just keep getting people to commit to farming out a system that everybody knows isn't going to last. It's the same thing with like Shards of Domination or something like that. I'm going to be honest, guys, I never learned what Shards of Domination were because I wasn't really raiding in Sanctum and I didn't really care. And I think everybody knew at that time. You saw that system and it's like, yeah, this isn't really going to matter. It's like the same as you ever have like a coworker and like the guy shows up and the first day he smells like weed and you don't even bother learning his name because you know that they're going to fire him within like a week or so, and it doesn't really make a difference. Well, that's kind of the same way that that's the same way that I felt about Shards of Domination. And I just had that happen last month. Yeah, you know that dude's gone. He's gonna be gone so quick. Yeah, it's like Terrence, Terry, you know, like Tatum. Like, who gives a fuck what his name is, right? Like, it doesn't matter. And so, yeah, because you work so much. I did. I worked with the IRS for 2 years, man, on and off. And I had that happen. And, yeah, it's, the thing is, like, listen, I'm Terry. Yeah, you Terry? Nothing wrong with smoking weed, bro. Yeah. I mean, listen, like, I know stoners are persecuted. I know that. I know, man. I'm so sorry. If it was up to me, weed would be legal, and I'd also make fun of you even more. So just shut the fuck up about that. So look, here's where I'm at. Is like, I just really think that they need to, I think they really need to rethink the way that they're doing these WoW expansions every single year, right? Every other year. Is because I feel like the expansions have like the same, it's like the same thing. It's like, okay, there's a new raid, and then there's also, you know, like some new dungeons, and I feel like every expansion is kind of the same thing. Like Shadowlands, like they tried to do something a little bit innovative with Covenants. I thought that was cool. But I think that they really need to, like, at this point, like, WoW is just, it's so dated, it's so antiquated. You know, how many other fucking, you know, thesaurus words can I use for this? I think you know what I'm talking about. It's in that position where people are just fucking tired of seeing the same old, man. Like, flip the board over like you did in Legion, Blizzard. Like, flip the fucking board over. Change shit completely. Do something completely out of left field. And if it fails, hey, it doesn't matter. Treat it like Shards of Domination. Just get rid of it. That's the thing, right? But, like, I think WoW has become a game that like has been too afraid to fail, and in the process of being too afraid to fail, they've failed. Because they're not willing to take risks, they're not willing to do things that I think the game needs to do in order to stay relevant and to stay new and to stay fresh in the minds of players. Nowadays you have way more competition. You have competition on a narrative perspective with games like Final Fantasy. You have competition on a graphical perspective and a ambience perspective with games like New World. You have competition in terms of combat and PvP with games like Lost Ark. And then you've also got all the little games like OSRS. OSRS isn't even a little game, it's bigger than New World. But, you know, New World was really big whenever it came out. You've got games like Eve, you've got games like Guild Wars 2, etc., right? And all these games are just taking out little bites, right? To think about it, it's like a big old whale with its WoW. And, you know, these games are just taking out little bites, you know, they're little bites out of it, and they're, you know, eventually it's going to kill the whale. And so I think that's kind of what happened with WoW, is that they've not innovated at all, and just over time other games have innovated. They've had other attempts at innovation, and people, yeah, Elder Scrolls Online, I mean, you guys know what I'm saying, right? And so, like, that's kind of where I'm at. If WoW Shadowlands came out as a totally new MMO, it would be already dead, in my opinion. I mean, yeah, probably. I think people would probably about where it is anyway. It's the same with, like, yeah, Ashes of Creation, etc. Grindy systems can be fun, but that's not WoW is on. But that's all WoW is anymore. No, the thing is, like, grindy systems are good. Like this is what I said with Lost Ark, right? Like, why are people okay farming masterpieces and farming out fucking eye level in Lost Ark? It's because there's like an end goal. It's the same reason why people wanted to get their best in slot in AQ40 or in BWL. Like, why did you, like, you don't need the fucking fucking Ashkandi to kill Nefarian, obviously, because you have to kill Nefarian to get it in the first place. You don't need the I don't know, the Staff of Shadowflame. No, you don't need any of that stuff to kill the bosses. But you want it because you want to be as ready as fucking possible for whenever AQ comes out. That's what it's about. And WoW doesn't have that. WoW doesn't give people a reason to want to farm out these grindy systems, because everything is like dust in the wind. You know, it's just, it's gone, it's gone, it's gone, it's gone. And the reason why people care about farming shit in Lost Ark, the reason why people care about farming shit in Final Fantasy, is because the systems, to a certain degree, to a larger degree, this is the same with like New World professions too, besides aptitude levels, that really don't give you a whole lot now. And really 200 is still the cap. The reason why they care is because whenever you hit it, you hit it. That's it. You're done. You're ready for the next level. It's like basically like a good game, I think goes levels 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 all the way up to 10. WoW goes levels 1, 2, 3, and then the patch resets you back down to 1, and you do 1, 2, 3 again. So why should you get to 3 in the first place? You're just going to get reset back down to 1 anyway. So there's a futility of it that I think that it fosters a lot of apathy, and it's with players like me. I don't feel a burning desire to go back to 9.2 right now, because let's be honest, they're going to introduce catch-up mechanisms later on. It's going to make the content way easier, and I'm going to be able to do it later on, and it's going to be like half as much effort put in, right? And I think that's what a lot of people do. And I'm tired of it, man. Like, I'm tired of farming out systems that get replaced. I'm tired of doing these things. Like, you have to, like, really, I think what WoW needs to do is they really need to step back, and they need to have a 10-year plan for the game. They need a 10-year plan for the game. How are we going to make a game that is sustainable for 10 years? Because the fact is that WoW will be around in 10 years. I know there's people that, oh, I quit WoW and so WoW's dead. No, it's not. There are millions of people that play World of Warcraft. Maybe not millions at this point. Maybe it's 1.8 million. I don't know, but I would assume that it's millions of people. I really would. I mean, especially if you count worldwide, right? You're talking about like China, fucking other countries, EU, etc. Yeah, it's probably millions of people. And let's say it's not. Let's say there's a lot of people still. I mean, like Guild Wars has a 10-year plan, probably. New World maybe doesn't have a 10-year plan yet. Final Fantasy had a 10-year plan. You need to have a 10-year plan. You need to have a plan for how are we going to make decisions for this game? How are we going to develop and innovate on this game that will last? And I think that's really what they have to do. And that's what I want to see them do. Because right now, I feel like they're developing the game for the bottom and the top 10% of players. Where the game is fulfilling for the top 10% of players, and it's also fulfilling for the bottom 10% of players. So you either put in all of the effort and you get the rewards, or you put in none effort and you still get the rewards and it doesn't really matter. And you're losing everybody in the middle. And I think that's really what's happened. So VR, WoW, I mean, we're a little bit too far behind that. Make your, even on Horde side, not Alliance. The thing is, bro, like, yeah, Cody's in chat, whatever, bro. So, like, this is the thing, man. Cody went Horde. Why did Cody go Horde? Because Cody wants to play the game. That's why he went Horde. He went Horde because he wanted to play World of Warcraft. Imagine that. So, like, Cody can't play Alliance anymore because nobody fucking plays Alliance. And every single raid is a circus because it's full of clowns. And then he goes over to Horde, and then everybody just knows what they're doing. Man, 9.25 can't come soon enough. Like, I'm not swapping over, but I'm also probably not going to play that much. Because it's like, I'm just playing at a disadvantage because I made a decision 15 years ago and I don't want to pay $25 to fix Blizzard's mistake. Yeah. Yeah, you know? Fuck it. It's not going to happen. So, anyway, that's the way I feel. I'm still playing Alliance with no problem. Oh, I'm all right. Well, then I guess everybody else is wrong. Yeah, I guess that. Yeah, never mind. I guess everybody else is wrong. Yeah. Yeah. Everybody else is wrong. How's the Lost Ark expansion work? There's like levels 1, 2, 3. The expansion's 4, right? And then like maybe you don't have to do 1 anymore, right? Like that's generally how it is. That's kind of what happened in Korea. That's my understanding. So anyway, what I'm really trying to get out here, guys, is that I just really hope that they can get their shit together. Like, I really do. Like, you know, I didn't farm out mounts in this game for fucking 15 years for this game to die. Man. Well, I cannot wait for April 19th. I want to hear what they're going to do. As I said, flip the board over. Like, just completely start shit anew. Like, you gotta do something. Because right now I just feel like a new expansion with 2 new zones, a new race, 2 new allied races are going to come later on with 6-month packages, a new raid, and, you know, 8 new dungeons that are optimized for an MDI route. That's not very poggers. Like, I'll play it. Of course I'm going to play it, right? But for how long? You know what I mean? For how long? There's no longevity with that. They gotta do something different. They gotta do something different. Let's talk. All right, that's pretty much what I got to say. Get World of Warcraft Mobile in your hands. Yeah. John Haidt, General Manager of Warcraft. That's cool. Thanks, John. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Overall, this is a good post. This is what I wanted to see. Like, yeah, we're good here. Thanks, Sean. Yeah, nothing's wrong with that. What do you want to see them do? A lot of shit. I want to see them, like, what do I want to see? Like, maybe I should make a video about that. Like, my wish list for WoW. Like, would y'all want to see that? I might just put it together on stream. Maybe I'll do it in, like, the next month or so. You already made one, didn't you? Yeah, for Season of Mastery. They didn't do it. They didn't do anything I wanted for Season of Mastery. It was Season of Astery. 50% quest experience. Like, that really makes it better. Well, got him? Yeah, that was a good one, wasn't it? Yeah, I'm a funny guy. What can I say? Let's see. What else? What else I gotta say? What else I gotta talk about? People play it no matter what. Why should Blizzard put in any effort? Because the people that work there probably dreamed of working there whenever they were kids. This is their legacy. This is what they spend all their time doing every day, all day. You're gonna do this thing. Why not make it good? Why not put in 100? Why not put in 100%? Why not really try? You're very negative today, bro. No, I'm not. I'm not at all. You're just mad because you heard something you don't like. Dang, that's a birdie, boy. What the fuck? Oh my God. Where did he come from? Listen, guys, it's been an hour. That's about all I really wanted to do. Sneak him in a couple of curveballs. Yeah. Phil? Yeah, I'd love to have Phil on too. We'll see what happens. Phil's a busy guy. Anyway, thanks a lot for watching, guys. Really appreciate it. I just wanted to sit down today and talk to you a little bit about the situation, everything that's been going on with Blizzard, and obviously the announcement of the announcement of the new expansion. I'm excited. Of course, I'm excited. I'm always excited. Some people might have thought that whenever I streamed the raid and I didn't have fun streaming the raid, that I like quit the game or something like that. I haven't. Like, I just didn't really like streaming the raid that day. That's all. It's not even that I hate the raid. I just hate the way that WoW raiding is right now. You know, especially for Alliance. So we'll see what happens. We'll see where things go. But anyway, guys, I'm really excited for it, and I think this is good for everybody. It'll be fun. You know, it's about all I got. And I guess I'll see all you guys tomorrow on the stream. I'll be back online bright and early, and I'll see you there. Peace.